And we are getting set up for the game, trying to find. There's a whole new channel out there right now, a channel list for people to go in and grab, which is cool. Like we tweeted that out. Thomas Harding has something out there. I think it's on Rockies TV. So if you don't know where to find the channel, if you're in the Denver area, like the channels are out there. You could just go look up Thomas Harding TV. He's probably got something for you. But it is 5 minutes from opening night.
I can't believe it right now.
It's finally here. We're finally done with spring training. Games actually matter. Let's have some fun. Let's do this. I'm trying to get some stuff set up on my end. You're trying to get stuff set up on your end.
But it is Christmas of baseball. I think we've said that a little bit lately, but this is like the most true baseball Christmas there possibly is.
Yes, like this is it. Minus maybe like the Fresno opening day game after talking to Johnny and Steven. Okay, there's that.
Yeah, no, that always. I'm glad we get to mention that. It truly always feels like the beginning of the season talking to them,
right?
And hearing about all the craziness that you could be dealing with on top of getting ready for baseball,
right?
And like there's actual watching of it.
There's so many things behind the scenes that happened, like that none of us are privy to. It's insane. Like Jesse, the broadcaster, I think he's like behind the scene of the KOA radio broadcast, and he posts some pictures on Twitter. It's just like, all right, you're grinding, you're doing work, you're doing your thing, and just how he gets set up. Like he shares a little bit of it behind the scenes stuff, which is always cool. It's just there's so much that is involved with just doing this stuff to make the baseball stuff so cool. It's incredible how much team effort it takes.
Yeah,
I love it.
I mean, some of them, yeah, just it could be the coolest job on the planet. So,
right,
I have some jealousy, but it's healthy jealousy.
Right.
That's why we get to talk to some like those two guys who are the like most humble people.
Right.
Fantastic.
Yeah, it's the staying humble piece of it all too. Like, yeah, I do awesome things, and I'm still staking time to talk to the Blake Street Banter boys and doing that stuff. It's just it's always cool. Charlie Blackman coming up. All right, game time. Charlie Blackman, Chris Bryant, Nolan Jones, Brendan Rodgers in the cleanup. Ryan Mack 5, Elias Diaz 6, Zeke shortstop 7th, Monty DHing, and then Brenton Doyle, my 2020 man, out in center field hitting 9th. I was surprised by this lineup because we heard about Michael Tolia so much. Hey! He showed up late. Surprise!
We're out here. We're doing it.
Who would have thought? But
he couldn't miss this.
He wants to though. Look how tired he is. He was taking a nap.
I was not. I was putting my baby to sleep. You guy.
You should have prepped that. You should have told him it's opening day.
Just go to sleep.
Have time for this. It's time.
Do it on your own. No.
I did tell him that. You know what he said? He said, "Big truck." Big truck. And I was like, all right, I guess I'll get your big truck. By the way, it's opening day. He's like, yeah, big truck. Like, yeah, definitely.
They just don't get it.
Yeah, he's in his own world, man.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, kids these days. Am I right?
Facts.
Yeah.
Man,
so
this is crazy.
Yeah, this is awesome. So the lineup though. So we heard about Michael Tolia earning his spot. He's on the roster. So you just imagine that he's going to be in right field because you hear about Chuck playing DH and doing his thing. But curveball, Buddy doing Buddy things. Chuck's in right. Monty's DHing and KB's at first. Did that blow anybody else's mind or just mine? Like that was wild.
Tolia's just straight up on the bench.
He's on the bench. Switch hitting.
I mean,
DH,
that's like why he's on the team is to hit right-handers. Like, I figured we were going to see a pretty even split, Monty versus lefties, Tolia versus righties, which would be, not favorable to Monty because there's not that many lefty starters, like maybe 2 a week. But says something. It certainly says something that Monty didn't have a good end of the spring, and he's in the starting lineup opening day.
That's weird. We just got a tweet from.
I'm down for
somebody.
it. Though. I love Monty.
I do too.
We were discussing the chance that he wouldn't be here, so
yeah, I put that out there. I made my Rockies predictions this year and I put it on the Twitter. I'll look it up. I made it a little different than normal, but it was so. I think we're gonna have 66 wins. Is my win total. Position player. Hot take is Doyle goes 2020. Starting pitching, Feltner gets 120 innings pitch with 150 strikeouts. The arm barn prediction is Vodnik solidifies himself as a setup closer. And then my bad thought of the year is that Monty's going to be DFA'd by July. And then a random take, we're going to see at least 10 starting pitchers throughout the season. And then I think Buddy saw that. He's like, no, Aaron, you're wrong. We're going to start Monty tonight. And so I'm going to take this on me that I got Monty some playing time because I'm relevant.
That's how we do things like that.
And humble.
And humble. I'm the reason, right?
Always right.
That's a lot of takes to take in.
Okay, so predict how many wins will the Rockies get?
I think I said 67 in my company poll.
Yeah, we have a company poll now, which is crazy. Yeah. Look for that next week.
Banter LLC official poll.
Yeah, exactly right.
So you said 67?
I think so. It was 67, 68.
Okay. What about you?
I'll raise you 69. That's actually I've been kind of sticking to 69.
Don't think that I did not think about putting that number. Do not think that I did.
And I'm not doing it for alternate reasons. I know you could make a nice joke out of it, but just legitimately expecting 69 wins.
Sure.
And I feel like 70 is a threshold that I don't think it's crossed. So
yes, I agree with that.
Daniel in the comments on Instagram says under 63 wins for the Rockies. Brody's a hater.
That's more than last year. So, I agree that they will win more games than last year. So,
and it's not 100 losses. All right. So, Daniel, predict how many losses or the wins the Tigers will have this year. And we can put your money where your mouth is on something.
I don't want to influence that. I honestly think the Tigers. I think in the company poll, I said that the Tigers win the Central.
Yeah, Tigers.
I think I did too. Actually,
not
bad. The rotation is insane. I wish we had their rotation.
Tariq Skubal.
Yeah, Scooby Doo went crazy today.
I'm going to say Tigers
really good
second in the division.
Second
to the Twins.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, the Guardians could be pretty nice too. It's not a good division, but it's going to be fun because it's a lot of just decent teams.
Yeah, it's 3 teams flirting with maybe 75 to 80 wins.
Right. Yeah, there's someone will break through for 88.
Yep.
And they will win the division.
Yep.
And the NL West will have 3 teams with 88 wins, and one of them maybe doesn't even make the playoffs.
Right. So how does the West go? It's Dodgers with 105 wins, right? And then who's 2, 3, 4 there?
At this point, I think that the Giants did solidify themselves at number 2. They run things well. Last year, they were competitive, and their roster was just loaded with nothing. And they added so many quality players this year.
KB ground out,
and this has been. I'm just waiting for us to be shut up by something on the screen. Right. It hasn't happened yet, but I think Giants finished second with 91, 92 wins. And then I think that 3rd, 4th place, I think it's a toss up. I'll go right now with the Padres.
Oh,
because Tatis just goes crazy.
Right.
I think they have more star power than the D-backs, and they were really good last year. They just didn't get a lot of favorable results when it really mattered.
Yeah, and their pitching staff, I think, is a little bit deeper. Even though Jordan Montgomery to the D-backs helps. I'm the Diamondbacks overdid themselves last year. And it's going to be very hard to repeat what they did last year from their guys. They got the seasons that we all hope we get from Zeke and Nolan and Doyle, like all at the same time. They got that from Thomas. They got the from Carroll, from Moreno. Like they got all those seasons from those guys. And it's going to be so hard to repeat that. Nolan Jones pop up. All right, Kyle Freeland. Let's go. Let's do this. This is the year, James. This is Kyle Freeland's 2018 year.
I just want to go back to your previous point. The Diamondbacks overperform again. The Padres underperform again. And I think Carroll finishes top 3 MVP in the NL.
I'm feeling the heat on that.
Yeah, like you're definitely not wrong in saying any of that. And that's what sucks, I guess, as a Rockies fan.
Yeah, I mean, like the Padres are stacked and
right
on paper, but I mean, they've just underperformed year in and year out. And I don't see any reason to think like, oh, this is a year they're going to actually perform up to their level or beyond that. And the Diamondbacks have been historically very good at overperforming expectations. And then you got Carroll in there, and he's one of the most exciting players I've watched in a long time.
Right.
And I did really want in the company poll to pick him as MVP, but I just couldn't get there. But I do think he finishes top 3.
Yeah, I don't think that's that far-fetched at all.
I mean, he just has like 3 Dodgers in his way is all. Like,
no, yeah, it's.
I could see the Dodgers going 1, 2, 3 for NL MVP if there's like an injury to Ronald Acuna or something. They could legitimately have the 3 most valuable players in the National League.
Yeah, and that's.
They'll all steal votes from each other, though, and so none of them will actually win, and it's all going to go to Nolan Jones.
Well, it's weird. So you look at like Mookie Betts' line today at 3 runs, 2 RBIs, and Freeman or Freddie was 3 RBIs, 2 runs. So like it's just like how do you want to look at what's more valuable, right?
Oh, but I guess at the end of the day, you'll see some ballots that are like a lot of ballots that are just 1, 2, 3, and then everyone else is left out. So it'll be tough to rank them, but I think at the end, some people might just stack them up there.
Yeah, it's good to be wearing Dodger blue these days. Is
it though? Would you put money on that?
On in Dodger blue winning the MVP?
Just would you put money on that? Yeah.
Absolutely. The odds are fantastic.
You would put money on that.
Yes.
You would put it on it? You wouldn't ask somebody else to do it for you?
No,
yeah. That was a valid question. Didn't see the segue coming. I did not.
That's how you know it was good. Got him. So what are your thoughts, James, on Ohtani?
There's this really funny meme I seen that Ohtani was at a March Madness game and like he was not enjoying his time at all. And the meme was like, I know a guy that's sweating a parlay when I see it. And oh my God, dude,
it's all the same one.
I lost it. So
like at least people are like that's the kind of stuff I like about he's too fast to get to. Got one. Okay. That's good. That's good PFP. Good PFP.
What is he getting talked to about?
PFP, baby.
It played. Oh. Are we getting fired up, Kyle, already?
Yeah, just that's all he needs usually.
Just get him fired up. Let's go. Give me a fired up 3.
I'm a little delayed here, fellas.
Where are you at?
I'm still in the Carroll at bat.
Yeah.
In the at bat. I think you got to make sure you're live.
Yeah, hit live real quick.
Because when we did the spring breakout, I know I was like 2 seconds or less in front of Aaron.
What streaming services are we using here, boys?
MLB.tv.
And if you're not at liberty to say what service you're using for the sanctity of
he's using my
login.
Answer. He's using my login.
I'm not using your login. I didn't pay in this year.
Oh,
you still have the password. Oh no!
What is it?
Oh
baseball?
no! Is it too high? Too far?
No.
Too high. It's too far. It's not good.
I mean, we can just keep the Kyle Freeland Cy Young train going.
It's only 2 runs in an entire season. It's not that big of a deal.
He could still go the other 180 innings without giving up a run. You never know. Now, I was hoping to see just a really hot start. He had the momentum behind him, but also this lineup. It's not that flashy, but this lineup is just really deep with a lot of guys who can go yard. I think I'm not giving them enough credit. Like after that home run might have kind of swayed me just a little bit because I don't think that Lourdes Gurriel Jr. is even the third best hitter in the lineup. He's hitting third, but Christian Walker's a dude. They have Gabriel Moreno. Eugenio Suarez is coming up. Like these dudes can mash. It's kind of scary.
That's why they're going to overperform.
Again, they can't do it 2 years in a row.
This graphic they have up right now is I don't want to see that.
Most homers allowed per 9 last season.
Do not show me Patrick Corbin. That's comparing Kyle Freeland to Patrick Corbin and doing it empirically is painful as a Rockies fan.
Yes, he did. All right. Get that strikeout. Right. Get fired up, Kyle. Let's go.
Yeah, we're going to see a strikeout boost for Kyle this year, and that is going to be something that can really help him out. I mean, he's always going to get his grounders, but he needs to strike out another 3 or 4 batters per 100, and that could be a huge difference in the way he performs.
There we go. Got it. Are you caught up yet, James?
Not even a little bit. I still have not. Oh, I'm in the Christian Walker at bat here.
Okay, so you are behind.
Yeah, it's 0-2. I'm guessing he's going to strike him out here.
Nice little slide piece at the shoelaces. You ready for it?
Yep, nice. Yep, ring him up. Got it.
So this will be fun. It'll be interesting.
We out
That's
here.
That's a solid 15 seconds.
Right. It might be a little bit over. I still hate the Arizona Diamondbacks colors. I hate it.
They just haven't made a decision, and it's
that's what's annoying about
part that makes me mad. Like, just make a decision.
Like Judeman's hat, the old school hat behind home plate, right there. Don't need to combine that hat with the new red and whatever.
I think they need to buy into purple and teal, and I don't really want them to do purple because that's Colorado. We're unique for that. They definitely need to buy into the teal color, though. That it's unique in baseball. I think it looks good in any sport on any jersey. Like, why are they just sticking to the red and black?
Right, and they have the little teal. They have the accent of teal, but it's like in an annoying way. Like, go big or go home with the teal. Don't give me a little bit of it.
They're one of those teams like the classic, and I shouldn't call them classic, like the 90s, early 2000s NBA jerseys. You think about like the Vancouver Grizzlies. There were some insanely cool jerseys, and now we just get the most generic Nike pieces of crap ever.
Yep.
And baseball has not escaped that.
Do either one of you own a jersey? I know, James, you have that Tulo jersey, but have you bought one in the last 10 years?
Nope.
I have a Matt Holliday jersey I bought it in 2008 with a World Series patch on it. So it's super cool. It is like the coolest thing I own, but I was also a child when I bought it. I will be giving it to a child of mine, assuming that I have one. That's why I still have it.
Breaking news. No, okay.
It's just cool to have not yet. But it's cool having a World Series jersey. That's something that I'll always want to have. So if I have a kid and the kid's wearing the jersey, there has to be boundaries on what can be eaten around it.
Right. You're not staining that with some sriracha.
No. And it's one of those, you can't hang a children's jersey, like put it in a shadow box. You can't do that. Otherwise you look like whose back did you pluck that off of? So that's my only jersey. Actually, I have a David Wright spring training jersey. That also when I was a kid. So
David Wright. Is he a Hall of Famer?
No,
Unfortunately not.
Yeah, it sucks,
He
right?
should
had
be,
that Tulo, he had the Tulo type career just
Yeah.
taken away from him.
I mean, he and Tulo should stay on the ballot for a little while, but
Yeah, it's just not going
they're
to
not going to make it in 10 years.
In their prime and what they were doing, absolutely. Over a career, though, it's just the longevity of it. It just isn't going to happen.
Oh, all right.
B-Rod?
That
Stay
didn't
fair.
quite happen, but I think
Oh.
B-Rod needs a moment. Like, this is a guy who has not the highest of expectations from the collective fan group, but I think internally the expectations are a lot higher than us fans have. This is a guy who's expected and on cue.
Hit it hard the other way.
Producing.
Is he getting two? Get two.
Yeah. That's the talent he has. He has some of the best back control
Let's go.
that the Rockies have had in a really long time. And the Rockies are aware of that. I think for us fans, we've forgotten how talented this kid is supposed to be. And you think about last year, just another freak injury that comes his way.
Yeah.
I'd love to see him take better care of his body because there's been some injuries that are, those just muscular strains. Those are ones where I think those are avoidable. But if he stays healthy, that kid, it can be. It's funny calling him a kid. He still feels so young because we haven't seen him that much.
Right. I mean this respectfully. He looks a little thick right now. Like he's got that extra weight on him right now to start the season to maybe kind of prepare for that. I wonder if that was kind of in the off-season plan to kind of beef up a little bit to kind of take the toll.
Nah, that looks like hamburger weight, bro.
No.
Hang on.
Ooh.
Hang on.
Oh.
Hang on. Not quite, but
damn.
This is the kind of stuff we need to see from this Rockies
Let's
team.
go. Run it. Where you at,
How
James?
many times last year did we see back-to-back extra base hits? There just were not that many times I could remember, like two really solidly hit doubles back-to-back. That was like a Chuck and DJ LeMahieu or DJ and Nolan kind of thing that those dudes would go back-to-back on the extra base hits a lot. We haven't seen that in several years. Gosh, I wanted that to go so bad.
Wonder where that hit on the wall. That's awesome.
I mean, here's the thing. Is it crazy to think McMahon and Rogers could end up the two best hitters in the lineup?
It's not crazy.
In the company poll that Rogers is going to threaten for a batting title.
I mean, honestly, that's like his top outcome. It's in the range of outcomes.
I mean, if you look at batting titles, the Rockies have won like 70% of them in the last.
It's not that high.
So, like, just finding a Rockies that can hit for average, and you're on the right track, right?
Right. Michael.
I didn't say he'd hit 25 home runs. I said he'd threaten for the batting title.
The title, right? Which doesn't matter anymore. Nobody respects the batting title the way they should.
Nobody cares about average anymore. And in my old age, I can't get over that.
Okay, I mean, it definitely means something because at the end of the day, what it shows is how someone like actually performed, and we get caught up in the being a little more predictive, and that's important year to year. But in a season, if a dude hits 330, like it doesn't matter if his on base percentage was 360, like 330 on base percent or 330 average. That is still special. That's a lot of production.
It's fun too. More balls in play, more hits. Elias looked terrible that at bat.
Yeah,
not a good at bat.
He's a real streaky momentum guy.
I wasn't going to buy into the whole like I don't like the uniforms thing, but I think I've been socially conditioned. These uniforms are horrendous with the names on the back.
It's just the names just don't do it. Like everything else is like acceptable. The names are.
I saw a bunch of tweets today about like numbers and patches already like peeling off like mid game. Like whatever. But yeah, those names just look.
I mean the front looks fine. Yes, that the back just is. I can't understand what happened there.
There's no way they were actually peeling off.
No, yeah.
Because they don't get stitched on anymore at all.
Lee for the
Giants,
right.
I saw that.
He had a MLB debut patch on his sleeve, and it was already peeling off mid-game.
That's So
Yeah, they're just
Like,
pure plastic.
he's gonna put that jersey in a frame and hang it in his house. And his debut patch on it is
it's gonna be
falling off in the middle of the game.
not even like by a thread. It's literally gonna be sticking to it.
Yeah, it's wild.
What a pitch. A 2-0 curve like that.
Yeah, we need to watch for Zeke running some better plate discipline. That is the story of his to watch. Can't swing at 2-0 and 2-1 curveballs in the dirt.
Come on.
I mean, those are honestly really good pitches because they look like they're going to be at the bottom of the zone. He likes to hit down there, but gotta get through that.
James, do you like the Tovar extension? 7 years, $63.5 million contract.
Yeah, I absolutely I have no qualms with this at all.
What would you say to the people that don't like it? What would you say to them right now?
I'd say, hey, bro, get bent.
I think I would say that right behind you. Be like, yeah, get bent. If you're mad about the Tovar signing, you're absolutely crazy.
I mean, he's played 1 year. I don't know. I mean,
right? Brody had 80 RBIs last year, 37 doubles.
Like, he's good enough. You want to sign him to extension, but like, what do you expect? Like, just give him peanuts, or
right? You want him to walk?
Yeah, or what do you want? You want him to break out and then get pissed off and leave? Like,
yeah, haven't seen that before though. Like, that wouldn't happen.
Yeah, I've only seen that 20 times before. And rather sign him now, before the breakout that we all expect to be coming than afterwards, because then it's just going to be even more expensive at that point.
Right? Like, it's a fantastic time, a fantastic deal.
Yeah, it's great timing.
Ooh.
Yeah, you can't wait on a guy like him.
Oh, good base running.
Because if he breaks out this year, his value doubles, and you have to give him $140 million over 7 years.
Oh my God, the Tovar on the back of his jersey looks horrible.
Yeah. Uh-oh, my TV froze.
Sorry. That looks so bad.
That's just the whole. I was under the impression that everything looks so different. It just is the names. They'd be fine if they size the names up like two font sizes. Even if they're a little smaller, they could be fine. Just that is impossible to ignore.
I'm kind of annoyed that they made like all this noise about the uniforms and no change happened.
Yeah, right. Like, I think the quality might have gotten a little bit better after the spring training debacles. Ooh, he hit that hard. Damn.
Man, that's stupid.
That was a great hit.
We have to find out that. Yeah.
You on it? You're on it. You're a savant cat. Dang, Monty.
Suarez is a dude out there, but I'm guessing what we place our guess. I'm going 112.
Exit velocity on that was 108. James, have you seen it yet?
I just saw it. I'm annoyed because you guys know everything that happens before I see it.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm sad.
You haven't seen it yet, still?
No, it just happened. I just saw it.
Exit velocity guess.
108. I know that.
No, that was my guess.
Yeah.
You're
110.
And I somehow it was 105.2. So still really hard.
Like I said, it's 105.2.
That's a good first batted ball for the year.
Yeah, it's just right at the guy.
Yeah.
I mean, he makes a great play. Leaped up and grabbed it. I mean, that's not easy. Like, he made that really easy. That's not easy.
Expected batting average of 740.
And somehow that's going to be held against him. That was
yeah.
Was it on an off-speed pitch, or was that a fastball at the knees?
That was let me see. The pitch was 80.9 miles per hour.
So off-speed pitch, hit
could
hard.
Be
change-up probably. No.
It was a knuckle curve.
Yeah,
one of his curveballs. So for him to do that on a breaking ball,
that's good signs. Let's go.
I mean, he laid off a couple. Like, he laid off the first pitch that was a borderline cutter.
This guy, Patrick Lyons doesn't know what he's talking about.
Oh, he's here? No way.
Like, if somebody was to ever trust anybody with baseball, I don't know if Patrick Lyons is the guy I'm going to.
Yeah,
But-
Patrick doesn't. Yeah, he doesn't know random trivia facts or anything.
Oh, I get what he did there. He's predicting the future. He's saying, "Oh, Suarez homer, James, you're behind." Touche. I thought you were going with make a good play, hit a bomb type vibe there.
Is he doing reverse psychology or is he actually predicting the future?
I think he's just pulling your leg,
Oh,
like
got
because
it.
you're behind.
I think he
'cause
is
You
the
don't know what's
oracle,
going
though.
on.
If there's an oracle in Rocky's, like,
I'm in the
group,
chat
it's
now, I get it.
Patrick.
James is probably behind on the chat too.
The chat comes late.
James is just on a 10-second delay his entire life. Just like everything's just 10 seconds behind.
No, if you put it in that perspective, everything makes a lot more sense.
Just imagine just being 10 seconds behind on everything. Facility clips coming up, you're gonna miss it.
Okay, where are you guys at?
You're
What's
gonna
that?
buffer while the eclipse is happening.
I am 0-0 to Alexander.
I'm 0-1 now, Alexander. Now,
I'm 1-0. I'm 1-0 to Alexander.
Okay. All right, I think we're caught up here.
Nobody's gonna be mad if you do that, Patrick. Even though he just said he's caught up, so to speak.
I think he's just saying that.
It's 1-1 Alexander, right?
Yeah. How did he get his
Are
first
you-
strike?
It was a foul ball.
Yeah,
What?
we're in the top of the fourth.
You're
Wait,
joking.
which Alexander are you?
We're at Alexander's second at bat in the fourth.
You're joking. Okay, stop.
You're that far behind?
No,
That's
it's the
fascinating.
bottom of the second. It's 2-1. Guy on first. Alexander. Pitcher's coming in. And it is a strike at the top of the zone.
Okay, so now you're ahead of me. Cool. This is fun.
Wait, what count do you guys have now? I'm 2-1. This is the 2-1 delivery.
Freeland's pitching right now, 2-2. 92
Okay,
up.
and you're good. You're good.
You and I are at the
We're all
same.
on the same page.
Okay. Everybody just have a 10-second delay.
Everybody just stop talking.
Oh, he rang him up on the. That was
You're
a
so
ball.
annoying.
Stop.
He's so annoying. Is the ABS in play?
What is that?
Sweet.
The automatic balls and strike. That's not in
I
play
don't
yet,
think-
is it?
I think that was just a test in the spring. Give those guys a taste of what that's like.
Maybe a 2025 thing.
Yeah, maybe next year. They love tweaking things, so I'm
you-
sure it's like someone's writing a proposal right now as we speak because they just saw Blaze Alexander get rung out.
Right. Manfred's probably like, you know what? All-star game. Let's just make it happen. ABS.
Let's make it arcade style, where you stand on the field and we all play MLB The Show, and you just stand on the field to do it.
Oh, that'd be fun.
No more actual game. Too much injury risk.
Yeah,
Right
we're
from
just
the top, the NBA All-Star game was the worst.
I didn't
think,
even
like,
know
they-
what was going on at the
They
time.
sling in the in the MLB All-Star game. There's a lot of guys throwing 100, and they don't
Yeah.
usually throw 100.
And it's awesome.
Yeah, and the home run derby is cooler than the dunk contest now. The dunk contest needs to like revolutionize, aka we need to somehow get more athletic, even though we're insane.
Pickle!
Look at our Gold Glove first baseman.
Let's go. And the hater said KB couldn't do it.
I think he just lived up to the contract on that.
It
play.
is done. KB
You're
home
being-
run.
You're being gross.
No, but that's fine to see him. I mean, he's always played a little bit of first, but I like to see him in the know.
Let's get Ian.
The
Desmond.
Mariners are signing Nelson Cruz to a. I got trolled. I
There's
thought
no way.
they were signing Nelson Cruz to a 1-day contract so that he can retire a Mariner. I just figured they were going to let him do his thing and hit like 11 more home runs or however many he needs to hit his next milestone.
Go the Pujols route. Yeah, James, what do you think about this? Is KB the front runner for comeback player of the year?
That's actually really interesting because I was thinking about that today as I was doing the company poll. I said, who has the inside track to comeback player of the year? And I was like, well, if KB has a really good year, I mean, he could be in it, right?
But he could be Joe Flacco.
In
all honesty, Flacco, Chris Bryant, they're the same.
In all honesty, I have no expectation that KB is going to do anything super positive, and that's horrible to say, and I'm sorry, but
okay. So, what player on the Rockies do you think is going to do something positive?
Riley Pint,
who's on the AAA roster.
Correct. I think he's going to get called up within the next month and a half, and I think he's going to be the next Tyler Matzik story.
Ooh. Now that would be a comeback story.
Okay.
Yeah,
he'd have to go to the Braves. He'd have to go to the Braves to complete the prophecy in that case.
Okay, take out that part.
The Rockies just find a way.
The premise is still there.
Yeah, I would love that. I was surprised he didn't make the opening day roster. He was doing pretty solid. Like in spring training, he's doing a lot of strikes.
He did very well. He just has to consistently do it over a month. If he does that in AAA, like the revolving door that is bullpens. Sorry,
right.
Farm Barns.
Yeah, Farm Barns. Be respectful.
He's gonna have He's gonna have an opportunity to do it. Whether he capitalizes on that or not is, we'll see. But he's definitely gonna get an opportunity to do it.
I would love to see an arm barn of Riley Pint, Victor Vodnik, Evan Justice. Give me those three.
The way things are laid out right now is not going to be sustainable throughout the season.
No. There's definitely going to be some things that switch in that barn.
It's going to be injuries and inefficiencies, and I mean that's not a hot take.
Normal.
That happens to
that's
every
normal
barn in the league, which is why depth is so important. But Pint's definitely going to get a chance whether he's ready for it or not.
I mean, unless they just keep 60, unless guys get injured and they 60-day them and bring up John Curtis and the other dudes. Jeff Hartlib. I'm actually pretty pumped on Nick Mears. I feel like some people could take that ironically. I mean that completely serious. Nick Mears, I think, is going to emerge as like a setup guy later in the season. He's not getting that work right now, but give him a month and a half of really solid work in the sixth, and come on, Chuck, let's see those wheels. I respect that at 38. I forget.
He's
38. How old is he?
38. Yep.
Yeah.
That's a respectable move right there.
I'm faster.
We need the StatCast sprint speed. I don't know how. There's some dudes who tweeted out like exactly what the sprint speed was live. And I'm like, can you not? Like, because the rest of us lay people do not know how to do that.
Yeah, where do we get that information? I want sprint speed. I
want that Charlie Blackmon burst. Tell me about it.
All right. Here's your KB homer, James.
Yeah, he's gonna make you eat your words.
Oh, that outside 86. Is Zach Gallen good? Like, yes. I can't.
He's going to be a top 3 Cy Young candidate.
I hate his shoes. Like, I can't. Like, they just take him serious.
They need to help him out and just make the uniforms teal.
Right. Like, if he had the teal pants, this would be so much better.
Yes, Patrick.
New T-shirt. This is our T-shirt.
Burst.
Obvious T-shirt.
The run burst.
Help us out here.
Need clarification. StatCast sprint is classified as a burst.
And then on the back says clarification. Speed burst. Yeah. What if we had Mr. Shunk just do a whole bunch of sketches of every banter session we've had? Of like,
all right. That's not cool.
It's Cape, right? No, just Is that our first injury? Is that it?
He's out for 60.
Could you imagine?
Yeah.
Okay, that's a good
Okay,
spot
it wasn't kneecap. Okay, we're good.
That's a good
We're
spot to
safe.
get hit at. If you're gonna, could have been better.
Dude, I thought he got hit right on the kneecap, and that's where bad things can happen.
He's gonna.
I don't understand kneecaps really.
All right, Tobes, you're up.
They're weird. They're a weird part of the body.
I don't
Kneecaps, who
understand.
gets them? You know, who understands them really?
Like they just move around a little bit, move around sometimes. Like
yeah, they're like in fluid, but they're attached, and
it doesn't make sense.
Yeah, I get it.
And they can break so easily.
You don't have to explain yourself. We've all
had that thought. Kneecaps are fucking weird.
Thought, you know.
And yeah, Nolan Jones is Mr. Kneecap right now. He hit his and thought the same thing we just thought.
Just keep him away from Dan Campbell.
No, yeah, Chris Bryant has nightmares about Dan Campbell.
Shit, you might. All right, Nolan Jones.
Yeah, he needs to start hot. He's someone who's very. I said it about Diaz, momentum driven, but I think you feel good about
Kettle Marte with the burners at that.
That was weird, right? Like, why did
that was really weird.
Why did he do that?
Like, why did he sprint like a weirdo at the end of that?
He's just bored.
He's like, but did you see Nolan Jones's sliding glove dinger?
No.
I would say go back.
Explain yourself.
Go back 30 seconds. I just saw the top of it because it's at the bottom of the screen. But you know how players put the sliding glove in their back pocket, so when they're on base, they have their sliding glove, right? Like,
yes.
You understand that, right?
Yes.
It was dinger. It was a sliding glove with dinger on it.
These players are out of control.
I love that.
That is both.
Like, it's everything you want it to be.
He's being ironic.
Be ironic all day. Like, if you're gonna have a sliding glove, why not do something fun with it?
I mean, it's like the piece of equipment like best suited for that.
Right. Like, that's like the one thing you can dingerfy.
Put it like a snake design on it.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it just looks like an oven mitt. Like, truly,
what it does.
Are you mad about it?
No, I'm not. I'm just like. I'm just like equating it to like me riding around in my Fiat 500 with the windows tinted, blasting like hard rock. Like,
that is not the same thing at all.
It's like it's not.
Your Fiat is the dinger sliding glove in this scenario.
No, yeah, exactly. I mean, that's my point. Like, is you have the glove, so I mean, like you're a burner, and then you put dinger on it, and it's like, well, nobody's taking you seriously.
But like, if you're not going to take something serious in baseball, it's the sliding glove.
It's fine. Take the work serious. Don't take yourself serious, and that's fine. Good for Nolan.
That looked way faster than 91. Not seeing the same velocity that Freeland had in spring training. Is that?
Well, maybe that was that a cutter? Just missed with it, so it looked straight.
If only we had somebody with StatCast up.
See, that's 92.
I think putting safe on your sliding mitt would not only be illegal in baseball. I think it becomes a subliminal message in that.
That's an idea.
Regulated.
Now that is an idea.
It's an idea you like? You like that idea?
I do. I like that idea a lot.
What do you like most about it?
That it says safe, so when the umpire looks down, he's like, well, I think I have to call him safe.
Wait, I think the FCC would get involved there, though. The Federal Communication Commission. I think they would regulate that.
there is one person on this podcast right now that knows what the FCC is, and it would be you.
If
So they do advertise. How they regulate the laws of advertisement for subliminal messaging.
Yeah. If I know the FCC, they would definitely clamp down on that.
It's their bread and butter.
Oh, Tovar.
I hate that you're ahead now. This was so much more fun when you were behind.
I mean, that was like so cool at the beginning.
Yeah, that was really cool.
Dude, he did. Oh gosh, the worst is when I don't know if that just happened. In his, I don't know what he's got like compression pants underneath. Like there were a couple times I busted a hole in pants. Worst thing playing baseball.
Yep.
Get a little too much knee sliding.
A little bit too much kneecap on the dirt.
Yeah. The kneecap does weird things. No. But yeah, that's the one spot that you just cannot have a malfunction like that.
Yeah.
Or there's a lot of spots that would be bad to have a malfunction. But in terms of pain, I think the knee is not fun to get dirt inside your knee.
What?
The podcast of knees.
Yeah, the knee, it's weird.
I will say that I'll have to bring it up again tonight. I wouldn't be doing my part here.
Whatever next banner session we're having with anybody, whoever it is what do you know about kneecaps? What are your thoughts on knees?
Just what's your take?
Kneecaps.
Knees.
Weird, not weird. We need to get somebody mic'd up, like Tovar on that play afterwards. Be like, what do you think about kneecaps?
Okay. Do you guys like the in-game interviews that they do sometimes? Like they'll put the mic on the right fielder.
For the All-Star game, that was fun, but like in a real game, I don't think so.
Patrick.
Right.
I mean, no, it just in an actual game, I don't think it's something that should happen.
I love
It's
it.
like spring training, cool, but
it's like talking to an NBA player as he's shooting free throws.
No, not at all.
It's not?
No.
Way off track there?
Way off track. Not.
I mean, it's cool.
Baseball
is
that's what baseball is. Baseball isn't a free throw at all moments.
Yeah, but at any moment you could be called into service. So
Exactly.
like maybe quit BSing with the reporter and do your job.
It definitely depends on what kind of questions and conversations being had. But I love
so if you're asking more serious questions, then it's cool. But if you're just being silly,
yeah. What do you think about knees? Oh shit. Sorry, John. I got to go get this real quick.
So the guy in right field is interviewing for his next broadcasting job. And you're just like, well, you know, he was answering serious questions, so it's cool.
Right.
All right, yeah, think about it. Let me know.
No, I was kind of zoned out. I was upset about that walk.
No, it's fine. Get back to me later.
I just gotta stretch my knees out real quick. I do not like this situation. All right.
Wait, how are there no outs? This is
Ooh, there you go, Kyle. Let's go.
Hang on, wait. What happened?
Just the 93 at the hand, right past him. He just said,
okay.
"Take this."
Well, you made it sound like it was like a triple play, so
yeah, that was my first reaction too.
I'm like, wow, great, triple play happened, but no, it's just a strike one.
The first one ever on opening day.
Bases loaded. You haven't had a very good inning, and this guy hit a jack on you last time you saw him, and you're coming at 93 at the hands, just blowing it by him. He wasn't ready for it when you've been sitting at 91, 92 all game.
Okay, well, let's just see what happens at the end of the at bat, and then
don't. God damn it!
He's instilling fear right now.
Seriously,
I can't take you serious.
Well, you shouldn't. That was your first mistake.
Can't say I've ever said I take you serious.
That's true. You've never said that.
I definitely never have done that. I've never trusted you.
You're an idiot. Seriously, I hate you. Good thing he blew that 93 by him at the hands.
Oh, they're not testing Nolan.
It was still a really cool pitch in the moment. Let me be in the moment. This is the one day I get to do it.
Yeah, but he won the battle.
Yeah, he lost the battle.
Well, he just needed to not throw another fastball. He's got so many pitches that he can go to.
And they're dialed up for all of them, baby. They know all of them. Poor Kyle. Sorry, buddy.
All right, how do we get out of this?
Hey, whenever I used to watch games, I don't think about quality starts anymore, but I always used to just think, even if it was like 3 runs in the first, like, hey, you can go 6 shutout and still get the quality start.
Buddy.
I hate that you're ahead. Can you like hit pause like right now for like 3 seconds?
Yeah, okay. Unless we give him an unearned run, the quality start watch is off.
Yep.
Damn. Not what you want to see to start after we were just all hyped up on Kyle Freeland.
I mean, it is a beast of a lineup. They are not going to – I don't think they're going to have – I mean, Carroll maybe. I don't think they're really going to have one superstar offensive player, like at least at the plate. Carroll gets work on the bases. He's solid in the outfield. He might not even be the best pure hitter in terms of production when all is said and done this season, but they're going to have 8 guys who are probably about average or better.
I'm super high on Carroll. I think he's top 3 MVP.
I feel like it'll be hard for him to fully repeat. I think he's going to be up there. I'd drop down and say top 7 NL MVP.
Well, I am scared of the sophomore slump. Like that's a thing for a reason, right?
Yeah, so, it hits.
It's going to go one of 2 ways. Either he's going to be top 5 or it's going to be a slump type thing in my mind, which has never been wrong, by the way.
No.
I mean, if he steals another 50 bases, it'll be a successful season no matter what. But I'm not sure he has his OPS is over 860 again.
How many home runs do you think he hits?
1 million.
I mean, he miss any time last year? I want to say I remember he had like a little shoulder injury at some point, but that everyone was scared about. Yeah, he like had a swing where people thought he dislocated his shoulder.
645 plate appearances last year.
Yeah, so he did not miss time. Then in that case, I'll go about the same as last year. I'll say 23 home runs.
If he hits 25 and steals 50 bags, like that's
what he did last year.
Exactly. I mean, that's an elite player.
Damn.
And so he just has to get a little bit better in OBP or average or some little metric, and that puts him over the top in my mind.
He is really good.
I mean, I guess to benefit your point, I was expecting him to walk more and strike out less in the big leagues, and I think he still could. So if he makes progress with walks and strikeouts, then yeah, I think Corbin Carroll could finish top 3.
Right. So as the season goes on, it's just a question of have people figured him out more, or has he actually made a progression in some way? Yeah.
Seems hard just based on what he did, but it's possible. And my goodness.
It is getting ugly.
I mean, the D-backs, like kind of to Noah's point, he made that remark. I just feel like generally they sometimes have these weird random outbursts at this ballpark. This is supposed to be a very hitter-friendly park. I feel like sometimes, I mean, the Rockies definitely hit here, but I feel like they do not hit remotely as well as the D-backs do at Chase. No, we all know there's reasons behind that, but
yeah, it's the road Rockies, right?
Anthony Molina, first. If you had him on your bingo card as the first reliever to come into this game, I mean, I guess you never know. They sometimes sit guys down, but the Rule 5 pick to be the first reliever of the season.
I mean, it makes sense when you're 7-1 in the third.
Saving Peter Lambert.
Right. Damn.
I thought he was the long reliever.
I mean, he's still at 43 pitches. Like, Kyle can buckle down and get through 5 still. But
Just
he has to
be
get
an
an out here.
Yeah, I think that's like he has.
I mean, I would like to let me see his pitch breakdown. I feel like he's throwing too many fastballs, and he's not a fastball pitcher.
7 batters this inning. Brian, thank you, big dog. I see you playing MLB The Show. If you get a dub tonight,
27% of his pitches have not been fastballs. Why is Kyle Freeland throwing almost 80% fastballs? I don't know.
That's what the Rockies do. Didn't they do this nonsense last year with a few players?
Well, yeah, I mean, Buddy is great. I love Buddy. I think it was Noah Davis. He made a comment about him that he needs to throw his fastball more. And fastballs are part of baseball. They always will be. They're the pitches that get killed the most. I mean, for reasons like they're easier to see if they're not 98 miles an hour. So if you don't throw 98 miles an hour, you have to find ways to establish your whole arsenal.
It's got to be
maybe not right at once, but
I mean, for the most part, that's what all of your timing is based off, right?
It's fastball, yeah.
Is the fastball. So unless you're actually sitting breaking ball, this and that, but
I mean, yeah, if you're a guy who is like Kyle, who can throw at least 5 pitches, and he can probably manipulate his slider into the 2 different pitches to have 6, like he could fool a lot of guys. But I don't know why he's throwing over 75% or about 75% fastballs. Odd.
We'll have to watch how that goes. His next outing. Like, is this going to be a trend or what? Hopefully.
And save some bullets too. Like,
yeah, like
I don't. And
fine. I mean, there's a point where like you let the guy get the work, even though he's.
Well, if you have, I mean, at this point, it's getting tough. He's gotten 1 out, and they've run the batting order through. But he's not even at 50 pitches yet. I think he can comfortably on opening day get to 75 pitches. So if you could get him through 4 innings, which is right now seems like a tall task.
You just got to get out of this inning. You got to reset something.
Right now, at least, yeah. But starting based on what the Rockies did last year, is this it already?
Yep.
It is. Like, this is exactly what happened last year, where the bullpen was throwing an average of like 5 innings or more every game.
Dang it.
We saw some guys just absolutely crumble last year because they were throwing so much. Like Jake Bird and Justin Lawrence had not all time, but they had extremely good first halves by Rockies bullpen standards. Second half, they both looked like completely different pitchers because through 80 innings each.
Yeah, 89 innings for Jake Bird. Let's just see here.
I'm pretty sure he had like a sub-3 ERA for a while.
First half, ERA 3.42 for Jake Bird, 55 innings. Second half, 34 innings, 5.82 ERA.
Yeah, that's like a not good half of baseball, but
strikeouts went down, walks went up.
So Kyle threw a few more sliders. I mean, he threw a couple of sliders middle. So he tried to establish them there at the end. But, maybe it's easy to just look at the numbers and say things. Maybe he really just did not have feel for those pitches, and that's why he was running over 70% fastballs. But not how you want to start the season.
No.
But it is a first start kind of thing. You do get a pass.
And we get to see Anthony Molina, see what he brings to the table. I might...
Yeah, this is
low-key kind of excited about that.
Yeah, absolutely. This is someone that's still, I would say, unknown to the fan base. I haven't gotten to see him really sequence that much before.
I did not see any of his work in spring training. What are your thoughts, James, on Anthony Molina?
I was just going to say, all I know is it was positive. his spring work.
Yeah, pretty solid overall.
Oh, come on.
I mean, I saw today. I want to say he's like the 6th or 7th youngest player on an opening day roster.
Yeah, was he?
So that's
22,
pretty
21?
cool. He might still be 20. I think that's where he's at for a little bit, or
So
just yeah. I think he has to be 21 if he's being listed on graphics as one of the youngest players.
Yeah, probably like 21 in 272 days. So he's got a 4-seam fastball around 95, a slider 85, and a changeup 85, according to his AAA numbers last year. So 3-pitch mix, fastball. So fastball is about 50% of the time. The slider is about 35. Changeup's about 15.
Man, they're just seeing everything.
It's just not getting down. Too many of these pitches are up.
Yeah, a lot of these secondaries have been left up. Yeah, so Kyle gets tagged, or he could still get 10. Kyle could get 10. I really don't want to see that.
No. Yeah, let's go back to jersey talk. Little league teams have better jersey than these. What's this with these tiny letters? Preach, Grant.
When I first saw them, the first thing that came to mind is like these look like temporary jerseys for Little League Showcase. That you use them for like a weekend, and they put names on them, which if they're going to do that in a showcase kind of thing, it would be very cheaply done.
Yep.
So I thought opening day would be competitive.
We haven't hit in the top of the 4th yet. We got time.
You're right. Yeah. Excuse me.
We haven't had our chance.
It's going to be a 20-run game total.
Now, if I know anything about the Rockies, they perform very well offensively on the road. So
this is going to be
it's still anybody's ball game, really.
It's wide open. Coors, baby. Like, I hate how the Diamondbacks red is just different. Like, that red does not look like the red that is.
Wait, they've changed it like 9 times in the last 2 years.
Do you remember when they had the Diamondback print on the back of their pants? Like as it
no.
Yeah, no, I remember Zach Greinke. That was the Zach Greinke opening day Trevor Story era game. Yeah. That's when they unveiled them.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
And they looked. I don't know what I don't even know what to compare those things to. They were the worst thing I've ever seen.
Yeah, nobody did wrong with gray, and then the white pinstripes. Like, just keep it simple.
Yeah, like, I am all for creativity, but
it's small changes once in a while that like get the people going, you know.
Right. It's just another way to
changing the font. Everybody wanted them to change the font, right?
Yes. And all the circles I'm in, like that's like we're having pints and we're just talking about what about those fonts? Like,
I think they need to make them smaller, right?
Anybody ever heard of Comic Sans? Come on.
Keep it classic.
It is.
All right, this is getting into unwatchable territory. I just really want to make it to the next inning and be like, okay, reset.
I know. I want to go live until we hit at least 3 more outs. That was my goal. I wanted to go 3 innings.
I have to work in 10 hours, guys. I don't know if we're gonna get out of the
work from home. You are not working.
I'm working.
You are working.
I work very hard.
You have told me this multiple times. Sorry, dog. I can't. I am so busy working. I cannot do that right now.
Just work.
You got to get that ball down, Molina.
Well, you just can't leave a belt.
Is he going to hit a granny right here?
Probably.
Grant, don't do it. It's not worth it, big dog. Don't do it. Just go buy a baseball card.
It's not even April yet. Not yet.
No, it's way too early. Go buy a baseball card. You'll be all right.
I think he's gonna hit a granny. Like I'm almost positive. I can feel it.
I just don't want to go on. I like going on Twitter before I go to sleep. It's probably a bad habit. I can't do that tonight. I just
It is
can't.
a bad habit.
I will.
It's just gonna be
I will get
jokes. The
mad
Rockies
if
are
I-
back.
Yes.
Welcome to the opening day tradition. Even though
I feel like
Mike wrote a great article
Yeah.
at BanterCast.com about the successes of opening day. He might need to update it now.
All right.
Fuck.
If we're not out of this inning by the time Alec Thomas hits, I'm like, if Alec Thomas, the second he walks into the batter's box, I'm just gonna close my computer. So
Tyler might go look up more information about kneecaps.
yeah, and it's in lieu of Twitter tonight, WebMD learning everything I can about kneecaps.
What is it? The FCC is going to want to. The FCC is going to email you and say, Tyler, show me your search history. It's just going to be kneecaps.
Every time Tyler meets somebody, he's gonna be like, "Hey, show me your kneecaps."
Just, I need to know. So, is it short season?
I'm going to judge what kind of person you are. Show me your kneecaps.
Don't even show me. What are your thoughts on kneecaps? Are they real? What's the point of them? Keith Russell.
I
don't know.
do want to throw out though, like why would we throw a guy in to make his MLB debut in this situation? It seems not great. There is a legitimate mental, immeasurable thing going on where this guy's trying to get the first out of his career.
You should give him a fresh inning.
That's how I think
That's
most
valid.
guys would want to start.
I was wondering where you guys were going with that. The fresh inning would make sense, yes.
But just throwing this dude into the literal pits of doom in his first outing, like a guy that you have to keep on your roster. If you can't do anything with him except keep him on your roster or lose him permanently. It seems odd to make this the first appearance.
Yeah,
set the tone like this.
Fantastic question. What position player takes the hill today?
Oh no!
I mean,
it actually is going to be
Trejo.
Trejo. He'll be. I think there's actually like an 80% chance Trejo sees the hill because you can't burn your entire bullpen opening day.
No, yeah. I was for some reason Brandon Rogers was the first one that came into my mind, but
yeah, there's no way.
You have to protect his shoulder at all costs. So.
Yeah,
I would love to see like that's our Brenton Doyle.
That was kind of the same thought process, though. I was just thinking like second baseman, middle infielder type of person.
Yeah,
Trejo's the much better pick, but
Jacob Stallings.
It's got to be somebody that's already in the game, no, right?
I mean, yeah, Jacob Stallings potentially.
I mean,
then you
not necessarily.
Because if Diaz just catches the whole night, then Stallings could just throw.
Yeah, or Stallings can throw and then go catch for Trejo. What if we had two position players tonight? Let's just get weird with it.
But guys, actually, there's a very high chance my laptop's getting close. We have Moreno, Suarez, and Alexander before Alec Thomas hits. No, keep with the comment of the night.
This could definitely happen.
I feel naive. I did not.
All right. Okay, oh my goodness.
No, I'm with you, Keith. I thought we would lose by a couple runs, but I didn't see
it. Shit.
I didn't see a 20-1 burger.
Not the vibes you want to take into opening day. Like, look at his armband. It's a different red than the helmet and a different red than his shirt. Yeah. So stupid.
And then I think it's Marte's wearing like the purple wristbands.
Yeah.
And there's, unless I'm wrong, I don't see any purple on any part of the uniform.
Not with this one. Because they have they're worse than a minor league team. Like, they have more jerseys than a minor league team.
No, yeah, they think they're like the Oregon Ducks of.
They're sponsored by Nike. Literally, they are. That's the jersey.
Is that the street on the jersey? Oh, Kyle's doesn't look nice. He looks like he's upset.
So this is the worst road inning in team history.
All right, we're never bantering casting a Rockies game. This is our fault. Like I was saying, Monty got his start because of me. Maybe this Rocky stuff is because of me as well.
Yeah, Brian is right. Again, they get fines for a whole lot less than this in the NFL.
That's actually very valid.
This is crazy.
They'd be mad at Zach Allen's shoes. Oh, what a catch by the kid. Through the hands of Pops. That was a nice catch.
I wonder how long this inning has taken.
Ooh, that's a fantastic question.
Yeah, 30, 35 minutes at least so far.
I don't know
just for the half inning.
Yeah, this half inning.
We're probably pushing, over 30 minutes now.
Does Baseball Savant tell you that?
All right, he's actually like attacking Suarez well. He seems like he's in the driver's seat here.
And that's exactly when Suarez goes yak sauce.
I won't wait. I mean, if he gets on base, Alec Thomas is going to see the field. I might as well just call it quits now.
Kneecap searching.
Oh, I dug myself a deep hole.
Oh, this is going to be a fun season-long joke. Man, I even had extra coffee to stay up tonight. This sucks.
We're an hour and 8 minutes into the season, and I've already lost my mind.
Good thing we covered the minors. James and Noah had to cover the majors. No, I'm just playing. Got him. Ah.
This year, I mean, and I'm definitely not, giving up hope at one game in, but I was excited to watch more MLB games this year. I watched the lowest that I had in 5 or 6 years last year, and it didn't feel good. But we're gonna beat that, I think, if we keep this up.
Yeah, I mean,
yeah.
This can't be super reactionary. Like, we know what this year is going to be like.
But today is the day that we had hope, James.
I know, but there's going to be days where
it shouldn't be
knock off the Dodgers or win a series that we weren't supposed to. And it'll even out. Law of averages, baby.
Law of averages. You love saying that.
Oh, yeah.
Makes you sound so smart.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, definitely. Law of averages.
Dude, just relax. Law of averages.
Dude, chill.
Just law of averages.
You messed up. Law of averages.
There's an average of 2 kneecaps per person.
But it's not 2. It's like 1.997.
Here, let's read some fun facts.
Hey, Google, what's the average of kneecaps?
Did you know that Ezekiel Tovar, his 37 doubles, and Todd Helton's single-season franchise rookie record, tied for 5th most amongst NL players, also ranks among the franchise rookie leaders in extra base hits, home runs, and hits.
Give me a fun fact about Anthony Molina.
Hang on.
All right, Alec Thomas. Just kidding. I'll wait. I just have to get through this inning, and then I have an early morning as well. You guys do, I know, being 2 hours further.
I know. I wasn't expecting not even through the
third. Okay, so
break.
Tovar had 56 extra base hits last year as a rookie. That's the most since Tulowitzki in 2007. How many did Tulowitzki had? So he had 56. How many do you think Tulowitzki had?
Extra base hits?
Yes.
Tulo's rookie year? Oh,
yes.
God.
It's happening.
These are just all like not real hits, though.
No, like that's the thing. Like they're just like
they're
hits. They're not like cool hits.
Yeah.
They've like let's see, what are the EVs on these hits? Time to find out.
Troy Tulowitzki had 64 hits in his rookie season. Extra base hits.
And there goes Molina. He didn't get an out. Cool. That's why you put him in the mop-up situation for his first.
No, he got one. He got one out.
Oh, he did get one. You're right. Although a run scored on his out.
Bud Black's like, hey, we need that ball.
Bud Black's not mad. He's just disappointed.
That's baseball, baby. I think this might be the end of the stream, fellas. I don't see the reason to keep going.
Not feeling it?
We gotta watch Jalen Beeks fakes Alec Thomas. And then not much further.
That was the deal. Oh, Pachyderm's going off. Pachyderm's alive.
Yeah, it's just Twitter's not gonna get touched until tomorrow's game time.
I'm not even gonna pass out stickers anymore. I'm over it. You guys don't get stickers. No more stickers for anybody. Not doing it.
See you for the Coors Field opening day, which is the real opening day. This is the fake
Right,
one.
this doesn't even count.
Yeah, they're not. They didn't get the memo that we had started yet until next week.
They're still in spring training mode. Didn't even leave Arizona.
The altitude might have helped. It might have adjusted a little bit.
Yeah, that's tough.
That's baseball.
I don't understand how these kinds of innings happen. They did hit a lot of balls well, but they also got a lot of hits that were not hit well whatsoever.
This happens in my old man's league every week, baby.
Yeah, when
blooper after blooper.
The guy
how
playing
can you
shortstop
relate, James?
can the shortstop make 3 steps to his left?
Darren Copeland. We can do whatever you want. Darren Copeland's on the Twitter. You have to stay until the end of this half inning.
Yes.
Okay.
Hang in there. Just had to get one bad
Beeks
one out
guy.
of the system.
He's got it. I mean, I just think you want to put in an established veteran to handle a tough situation.
Yeah, Beeks is locked in.
Oh, Beeks. I mean, if you're spotting 95 on the bottom outside, all right, Beeks, you got me back, bud. You got me back.
I'm excited.
No, this is the guy that should have been in to mop up. I mean, not really, because now you're using your only lefty.
Yeah, but like you only have one lefty. It doesn't matter when you use it.
I guess in this game it doesn't, but he's gonna be probably off tomorrow.
No,
I don't know. Where is Peter?
Pete?
I never thought I'd be saying I was at a Dodgers game last year where he came in long relief, and I told the Dodgers fans next to me oh, the game's over. Peter Lambert's.
Oh, you wanted to tag him. But, all right,
let's go, Beeks.
Wow, look at that.
Just
somebody's making a play.
All right, I have to. Yeah, I just want to see these guys hit, man. I like seeing.
The vibes are not good in that dugout right now. All right, I hate you all. I have no reason to be up tomorrow. Whatever, fine. You get 3 more outs. You talked me into it.
Promptly 3 outs.
Just go to BlakeStreetBanter.com. Go look at Lewis's opening day article. It was fantastic. It's got old newspaper clippings. It was an awesome piece that he did. Like I love that kind of stuff. Just like reading in general, let alone from Blake Street Banter. So like, if you are here, if you are on the stream, go to BlakeStreetBanter.com real quick and go look at the most frequent recent opening day piece by Lewis, Mike, so to speak. It's just this is all day, right? Like, you know how you just get hyped up, like you're ready to go, like you have that moment and you're like, I'm waiting for that experience. I'm gonna have it. And it's like been all day. And then this. And it just makes me sad. And
we're not supposed to get excited about things. We're supposed to be dreary.
Right. And we're gonna watch the Isotopes tomorrow. We are not going live tomorrow, but I will watch the Isotopes tomorrow. I'll get excited. Yeah, we're never doing it again. Never doing it at all, ever.
I mean, we did the spring breakout, and they had like 5 hits in the whole game.
Right, and they lost. Rockies lost, so maybe we don't. Is that Skylar?
Dude, I think it.
Is that Skylar?
I'm pretty sure it was Skylar.
In the purple?
Yeah, that might be like an OG fan.
Oh my gosh.
I took a picture. I'm gonna send it.
Dude, now the hitters should just go up there all loosey-goosey.
Yeah,
and
just let it fly.
bombs.
Like you are literally just up there for yourself at this point.
No, truly. Like, you're going into your final year of arbitration next year. Bring this at bat into the room on video.
Get that bag, baby.
17-16 Rockies. All right, Keith, you talked me into it. Let's go.
Wow. You know, it's crazy. I did actually see a game that was very similar to that.
Tell me about it.
Islands back in like 97. Todd Helton hit for the cycle.
Ooh.
It was my first Rockies game ever.
Wow.
Ooh.
Thomas made it look like he was going to be running to the wall, and he just stopped on a dime.
What a dick.
That's textbook outfield play right there, baby. Sprint back, find the ball.
That did not look like it was hit that hard, but the way he was running after it made it look like it was going to the wall.
Yep.
Well, he's been sitting on the bench for too long. He had to get the sprints in.
I mean, he did have 2 ABs last inning.
That's fair. How fast is Lane Thomas? He's fast.
Is it Logan Thomas?
Logan Thomas. Is it Logan Thomas? I keep calling him Lane.
Alec.
Lane Thomas
It's Alec. We're not even close.
Logan Thomas is a football tight end. and Lane Thomas,
old quarterback from Virginia Tech.
old
Current
quarterback,
tight end.
yes.
I was just playing Madden yesterday, so
Congrats.
And Lane's gonna win MVP. Actually, Lane Thomas.
yes,
Alec
Lane,
Thomas. I
very
knew
good
it was
outfielder for the Washington Nationals.
Yep.
That Gallen shoes are so stupid.
Get over it. He's gonna win the Cy Young.
No.
Yes, he finished third.
You don't know that for a fact. You have no idea.
He finished fifth. Didn't make an All-Star game, and then the next year he made an All-Star game and finished third. So, just by law of averages.
You are correct. Nice
Wait,
job.
law of averages means he's not going to make the All-Star game?
Law of averages means he's going to be fourth.
I just said that to be silly.
Hey, on base percentage boost.
It's going to be.
There we go.
Oh, he walked somebody. He's out.
That's what we live for.
Cy Young's out of reach now.
Pull him. He's trash. He's washed. Take him out. Boo.
Bring in a position player.
You're up.
I really want to see a good AB from Diaz. Otherwise, I'm going to go the next 2 months like wishing anyone else would play catcher. Because this is what happens. Last year, he started off hot, and then the second half was like, please put anybody else in at catcher right now.
It was abysmal.
Think about it. He had like a 900 OPS for 2 months and finished almost below 700.
Hey, but never forget, he delivered one of the best Rocky moments in history.
That was the moment of last year, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is,
and it might have been his last home run of the season. I'm not sure. No, he had a couple, but it was a rough go after that. That was his Mount Everest. And it was followed up with Death Valley.
Jesus.
Well, he just took a really good swing, so.
I'd let him throw me out on the base pass, though. Do you think you could steal a base on a professional catcher?
Me?
Anybody? You have
Not Elias Diaz. There's some out there though that do just. It's possible if you get a perfect break, you burst like Charlie Blackmon. You could do it.
You had strong.
Although they might, I think the issue though becomes I'm just gonna throw a dot that's not very fast because that guy is running slower than
right.
I guess the question is
how
many attempts do you get?
I was gonna say out of 100 attempts, not all at the same time. You're 100%.
Law of averages tell me I'm getting on at least once.
Oh, I mean,
You set yourself up for that.
A 1
That
in
was good.
100.
That was good. That was solid. I'm getting 1 out of 100 easily.
Yeah, I'm getting at least
All right,
one bad
okay.
throw.
I have faith in Diaz now.
Ooh, that was a good hit.
Yeah, that's solid.
Okay, so what's more likely? What are you most likely to do first? Get a hit off a major league pitcher or get a stolen base off a
Definitely a stolen
major league
base.
Yeah,
pitcher?
it's no question stolen base.
Nah, I think I keep.
I mean, I'm not gonna toot my own horn, but someone get me to the NFL Combine. I'll run a 4.9.
We're gonna have it if we ever have a BSB meetup, we are doing a major league baseball.
Yeah, the 60. We'll do the 60.
Yeah, the 60-foot race, 60-foot dash. We'll go from first to third. Can we hit the trash can from center?
We need a radar gun.
You tap the trash can from the dugout.
What'd you say, James?
I said, can you tap the trash can from the dugout?
What's that mean?
Reach around.
Oh my god!
What, you reach out?
I was trying to make a play on the Astros cheating and banging on the trash can.
There we go. Okay, I had no idea where you're going with that.
I thought that was pretty simple, but
no, I forgot about the whole Astros scandal. I'm over it.
I think that's what they wanted you to do.
Well, it's been what, 8 years now? What are we, 6 years away? What was it, 17?
Good God. It was 19, right?
18?
19.
When did John Boy become a thing?
I think they did it. I think John Boy became a thing in 2020 because everyone was so bored.
The Houston Astros 2017 cheating scandal explained.
Oh, so 17.
But the Houston Astros sign stealing scandal was a major scandal in Major League Baseball that broke in 2019.
Okay, yeah. So he was making those videos in 2019, and then everyone was just soaking them up in 2020 because they had nothing to do. Yeah. And now he runs the non-MLB affiliated media and doesn't credit people.
No, we were so close. Saw Shunk, we were there, and you just decided to kick us out of the curb. It was the Dodgers, which makes it a little bit better, right? Like, we're all kind of fans of the Astros cheating at that point. Drop.
I don't know. That Yankees series was interesting.
Is this where we're at right now?
No.
Are these opening day vibes that we were hoping for?
Brian. I mean, I think that the lineups looked decent, but they're probably going to score like 3 runs in this game, maybe, and they will lose by 13 plus.
All right, I'm excited for this.
I agree, though. I think that there's been a lot of good at bats, a couple bad ones, but a lot of good ones.
Did the Diamondbacks score 20 runs this game?
Yes.
No.
Yeah, I think it's a yes.
No.
Dude, Alec Thomas is really good at just like being an owl.
Oh my God!
Because he runs straight back, but he's looking over his back. I've never seen someone in the outfield. It's probably more effective that way instead of getting a little diagonal and running. He's just running straight back and turning his head.
Yeah, he made that look super slick, but that is not easy.
That is not easy at all. What was that exit velocity?
But yeah, Montero
102.
2 solid at bats.
Expected batting average 420.
Yeah, he's gonna be all right.
Law of averages say he should be hitting 1,200.
Yeah, so law of averages, he's probably hitting 4 home runs tomorrow.
I might responsibly put in a future on that.
Responsibly.
Oh my gosh! All right, fellas, it's night. It's game time.
Yeah, it's a wrap.
Thank you all for hanging out. Right, we're done. We're over it. Seriously, thank you, Brian. Thank you, Keith. Thank you, Grant. Thank you for Darren. Thank you for hanging out. So thank you for just being dogs. Hopefully, you all check out the Fresno pod before it is going to be up this morning. So if you missed it, go listen. And hopefully the Rockies over under 3.5. We'll end it with that. Tyler, 3.5 over.
I'll go over
3.5 runs for
4.
Rockies tonight, James.
Under.
I'm going exactly 3.5. Law of averages. Go Rocks! Woo!